The movie begins on an empty, stormy road. A man named Duncan is running like his life depends on it. He's covered in sweat, panting heavily, constantly looking over his shoulder. But what is he running from? Duncan is a quiet, introverted guy, works a boring 9-to-5 corporate job, lives a simple life with his loving wife. But deep inside, he's struggling, stressed, anxious, always feeling like something is wrong with him. His doctor prescribes him experimental medication to calm his nerves, but guess what? That wasn't medicine. That was a containment drug, designed to suppress something living inside him. And one night, that thing wakes up. Duncan experiences unbearable stomach pain, collapses to the floor, and suddenly, a tiny creature rips out of his back. It's small, deformed, but terrifying, with glowing eyes and razor teeth. This creature's name, Milo, half parasite, half child, connected to Duncan, like a twisted twin. At first, Milo behaves like a scared animal. But the moment the doctor tries to intervene, bam! Milo attacks the doctor, bites him, rips him apart, eats him alive. Yep, this thing is merciless. After his hunger is satisfied, Milo calmly crawls back into Duncan's spine. The next day, Duncan pretends everything is normal and goes to work. But bad news awaits. His co-worker tells him that a client's bank balance got messed up. Missing money. Big trouble incoming. Duncan goes to his boss, panicking. But the boss casually says, just steal money from one account and put it in another. No one will know. Duncan refuses. Says it's illegal. Boss doesn't care. Tells him to shut up and get it done. That night, Duncan is overwhelmed with stress. And when stress rises, Milo comes out. But this time, Milo goes straight for the boss. He breaks into his house, drags him out of bed, and tears him to pieces. Blood everywhere. Duncan arrives a moment too late, horrified at what Milo has done again. Scared for his wife's safety, Duncan runs home. She's waiting with good news. She's pregnant. They're going to be parents. Duncan is happy, but terrified. What if Milo finds out? What if he hurts the baby? So Duncan makes a heartbreaking decision. He leaves his wife, moves far away, lives alone with Milo. He treats Milo like a child, feeds him, sleeps beside him, talks to him gently, hoping to tame the monster. But peace never lasts in horror movies. One day, Duncan gets a call. His wife's family is throwing a party to celebrate the pregnancy. He calls his father, asking for advice. His father agrees to meet. But when they meet, shocker, his father also has a creature inside him. The curse is genetic. It runs in the family. Both Duncan and his father fall to the floor as their respective creatures start awakening. Milo bursts out of Duncan. Another weaker creature bursts out of the father. The two monsters fight. Milo grabs a knife, stabs the father's creature repeatedly. As the creature dies, Duncan's father feels the pain too, and dies along with it. Now Milo knows the truth. He can eliminate anyone who threatens his bond with Duncan. But when he hears about the baby, he snaps. Milo grabs the knife and runs, not to Duncan, but to find Duncan's pregnant wife. Now we are back to the opening scene, Duncan racing through the empty roads. He reaches home, tells his wife to hide in the basement. She locks herself inside, but Milo is already there. He crawls through a vent, drops into the basement like a demon. He corners her, raises the knife, but just then, Duncan bursts in. A brutal fight begins. Milo slashes Duncan. Duncan bashes Milo. Blood everywhere. Finally, Duncan overpowers him, pins him down. Bacon's choking him. Milo, heavily injured, finally breaks down. For the first time ever, he speaks. In a weak, trembling voice, he calls Duncan, Dad. Duncan freezes. In that one word, Milo wasn't a monster anymore. He was a scared child. Duncan stops, holds Milo in his arms, and as Milo slowly dies, he dies calling him Dad. One last time. Next day, peace returns. Duncan and his wife are safe. He starts a new company, promising to become a better father. Finally, everything is going to be all right. Right? The camera zooms into the ultrasound screen, and inside the baby's womb, we see glowing eyes. Another Milo is waiting. The cycle begins again. The end, or is it?